Hey friends, it's January 23rd, 2016. We're really deep into this standoff out there in Oregon. We're deep into a lot of things in this country. Each of us asks ourselves, why? Why now? We've had the Constitution forever, yet no one truly understood it. And now the truth is being brought out. Was it destined to be that way? I don't know. There's a lot of prophecy in this time right now we're in. We're entering into the last 3.5 years, possibly, that there'll be something come from the sky and cause a big separation and a lot of death upon this earth. I don't know. But I know they're making a stand. And I ask you out there, those of you without sin, cast that first stone. I don't believe there is anyone. That's what Jesus asked. Those of you that are without sin, cast that first stone. So, how do we look at this? We have to look at this within ourselves and how we try to head off things that we don't want to hear and try to apply the things we feel in our hearts and for others to hear. And sometimes these are confusing to each of us. But I know right now that I have to honestly say that each and every one of us live within a society like out there in Oregon. The corruption lies deep within each county, each state, and we've been living under this realm for so long, we don't know and cannot see a way out. We should never be paying the taxes we should pay. We should not have an FBI. The government is not allowed to have any kind of army upon the civilians. That's what the FBI is. That's what the CIA is. And that's how they're using their military. These were things against the Constitution. Yet over the years, the Americans that were in their time let these things happen. So here we are today. Is it our time to make it right? I don't know. There has to be enough of us to make it right. We have to either get behind what's real or keep falling for what's not. We have a paper that spells it out clearly. The government cannot own any land. A state cannot own any land. Only the people have the right to the land. Yet we allow these injustices to go on. They cannot tax you. They cannot put a debt upon you that seems to be like a slavery or imprisonment of your life. Yet we let the credit card companies and the interest rates put us under their thumb. It's an ongoing thing, friends. So do I see the clear sight that Hammond Bundy's seeing? Yes, I do. I really truly see that. And I believe he's a man of a good heart. Even though the elements around him seem to be such evil, but they aren't. Because we're all with sin, all right? And we do not need to keep casting stones upon this. There's others that try to play it a different way. Everybody has a goal in this. But I believe the goal is to bring forth to American people the reality that we truly have a Constitution. And this government is fear of that. This government is fear of us talking about the flat earth that we actually live on. This government is a fear that we continue to talk about NASA and their games. Yet nobody wants to make that stand. So the stands that we try to create in our own little worlds to give off to each other sometimes fall on deaf ears. Because to accept the simple fact that you live on a flat earth is undeniable, and that your government is corrupt, and the NASA is full of shit, and you have a Constitution, that's more than a man or woman out there seems to want to comprehend. But it's true facts. So if we could all get together and get on the same page, we may get something done. But I don't know, friends. I don't know. I know in the beginning, when that standoff started, there was talk of children out there. That should have never been mentioned. Well, you see how that played out, okay? Yeah, I understood my heart. Children should not have been there. But I didn't want to play on that, because anytime that they see something they can use against you, they're going to use it. They're going to break down the alliance. And they pretty well have done it, okay? They have done it to a point we don't even know what's really going on out there. All we do is get bits and pieces, paperwork, and so on and so forth, okay? But we as Americans have to stand for the American way, and that's the Constitution. And if you're not willing to stand for the Constitution, what do you have? You have nothing, okay? So if you're going to walk away from the true Constitution and let this government keep applying more and more laws and treaties and taxes and stuff upon you, citywide, countywide, statewide, and federal-wide, you're just going to get buried to the point you can never crawl out again. And that's where we're at, friends. So, with that said, I'll just say, hey, God bless you. Hug the kids, hug the wife. And I truly believe we are in the time. And it's going to be shown to us here soon. So have a good one, friends. Bye-bye.